Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here. A little midday money. It's the 18th of December. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody is well here. Bowl action. Famous Toastery Bowl. Used to be the Bahamas Bowl. Now they're in Charlotte instead of the Bahamas in December. So what happens when you have one stadium on the island? Got to remodel it. Take some time. What are you going to do? I always, anytime ESPN would put on a Sun Belt game or whatever, ESPN3, you're watching SWAC basketball, and there's like a handful of people in the crowd. And listen, I played sports and younger, never any, especially like all-star teams maybe, but never on a level where people are coming out to pay. And I don't. It has not that it's a sad feeling. What is going through your mind? Again, you just want to play, right? You play for. These guys love the game, whether it be baseball, like nobody wants to retire. Football, basketball, whatever the sport. And this game's in Charlotte. Not like you gotta trek all down, get out the passports, go to another country. I hope there's a decent crowd here. School's out. Can your family come for a little trip? Watch you play, maybe one last game for you. And we'll see what happens. But then again, they have a team like Western Kentucky, have everybody opt out. Line goes from 2 to 7. All right. Enough about my little sad rambling of people showing up for games. Plays are posted in the chat on the X. Mr. Sean Hicks, come give me a follow. After the fact, you're listening on podcast. Spotify, Pandora, iHeart, wherever you're listening. Thank you for that. Apparently now we have like the Twitter space. I just noticed that because it comes in messages say join. Thank you for watching on Twitter. Awesome. I always give shout outs. All right, let's get into the recap of yesterday's videos, and I'll tell you how I did overall with everything. NFL yesterday goes 2-1 in a video. We are 40-27. We'll get to all that in a second. No college football yesterday. College hoops, we passed. There was no, we just rolled out NFL. And my NFL, I go 6-7. Not good. Green Bay loser. Tennessee +3.5 was a winner. Miami again. Had 3.5. Well, same reason I had Miami -13. 13.5, by the way, on the side. Cash that. Kansas City under 37.5 loser. Rams -6 got there. Dallas +1.5, 2.5, and a 4. All go down in flames. Jaguars +5 and 6 losers. Whatever. 39.5 was a loser as well. So, back-to-back tough weeks for me there. Again, I mean, listen. 6-7 is not gonna crush me. I'm still at 58% a year, but let's tell you how we're doing. Let's move on. It's a new day. I do have the over 47 tonight. It has come down, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it right now. There was a recap in today's picks. We talked the over. It's now 45. Now I added to chat. I put the games out, NFL, college, a little ahead time here in the video, so that's why I have 47 on the sites because I put that out over a week ago. Here today, put the game in. It is what it is. 40-27 plus 11, 40. I'll go over the 45 here. I threw a couple player props in here I liked, and I grabbed to myself. Again, I'm not a huge player prop guy. And as I've said in the past, like dabbling in with some hockey first periods and some soccer, this and that. Listen, 10, 25 bucks, 50 bucks, 75, not a lot of money. Last night I went crazy. I was like, you know what? I think Aguilar. I run in on ladder up on receptions, 7 hundo, get down the drain. Guy didn't even get to pass it last night. So, needless to say, I'm not going crazy here today. Small bets. Small bets, a waste. All right. Nig Nigba. I don't even know the rookie Ohio State kid. 38 yards minus 115. Font 21 or more receiving yards minus 113, and a TD for him as well plus 450. College football, pretty good season. 45-30 in the video plus 330. Old Dominion over 49 and a half. It has moved. Has it moved down a bit? I don't even know what it is right now. This is what I put it out on. I guess on Thursday when I add up the bowl games for uh, bowl weekend. And again, college football not a bad year of college football. We're having decent season. What are we? 90, 93 and 68, 95 and 78 or something like that. Uh, Hockey 8 and 11 plus $10. NBA 11 and 8 plus 220. We'll talk some NBA here. I did. Where did I write down my little NBA notes? Here we go. So a couple things I was looking at here, and I said this last time with on another show. I was like, "What do you think about the T Wolves today?" Right? Miami, I know got their guys come back, but the line's still a one. Makes you wonder why not take a flyer on the Wolves. Then I go to a couple other things to look at here. So we'll start at Clippers Pacers. Go time order here. Pacers off to run, right? Everything's bet the over, bet the over, bet the over. How about a team total on a Clippers over? Right? I would go there. Pistons, bad team. Atlanta, though, they like to run up. Again, big total here, 245, 246. How about a team total on Detroit over? And the third one here, Sacramento, playing Washington. Again, another bad team. And, of course, we have a team total here. It is 130 for Sacramento. They've hit 130 4 times all year, and one of the games was in an overtime game. But then on the flip side, you got Washington's has allowed 136 of the last 10 games they played, 130 or more. I don't know. Team total action there? You want to go to some team totals? Clippers and a team that likes to push it. Detroit's bad and a high total. Sacramento, although that one is a little scary for me there because they don't get 4 with 1 overtime. But again, we're talking 250s. Got to be points on the board. College hoops, 33 and 38 in the video, minus 850. That makes sense because on the year I am 107 and 120. We're down. We're down a little chunk here. We got work to do. Has not been great. Another close loser yesterday. Had a bunch of those. I got to, they say they balance out. So far, not so much. Again, 28 losers, close. I've got, I was going to say 11. It's 9. 9 going the other way. Give me Tarleton today, minus 5, and Bradley plus 4. Bradley plus 4. I do actually have, I got another game, but that game, the line is totally moved, so I'm going to bother with that one. I'll tell you tomorrow if it cashes, or it's going to be like, hey, look at this. Another good line. That's the loser for me. And let's go real fast for my guy. The Marcos Minute. Marcos, you might see his comments if you're going to stick around. Most people watch for about 10 minutes. That's the time I do get through all the games and everything. So here comes the Marcos Minute. Marcos Minute, that is a light college hoop schedule. I'll run down what I like in all the games, tell you what I like. Charleston and Coastal. I'm going to give you lines from last night. Not up to date. It was a 15. I kind of like Coastal there. I like Oakland on the 16 points there against Michigan State. Little Rock and Murray. We've had Little Rock a few times this year. Maybe it's time to go back on them here. Like a pick 'em spot, small dog, whatever they are. Bradley, I mentioned. I like Martin and Evans. I sort of want to lean Martin, but a 161 total. How about an over here? How about an over? Tarleton and San Diego. Like Tarleton in the chat here. Sacramento, Portland, Portland State. Maybe the home team. That's, excuse me, that's Sacramento, San Diego. It's Fresno and Portland State. That's why I didn't like the game at all. I didn't even know who's playing. Fresno, Portland State. I would lean Fresno. I had them the other day. Bad showing by them. Maybe a bounce back spot. Loyola Marymount laying a 15.5. Holy cow. I'd probably say Marymount. Detroit, the Titans. Sorry, Detroit, Lenny. Eastern Washington, a touchdown now against Poly. I want to take Poly. I like my Big West guys. Jacksonville, Monroe. Someone asked about this last night. I really don't know. I mean, maybe Monroe here. I'm going to go dog. Asheville, I like NC Asheville. Quinnipiac and Holy Cross. I want to take Holy Cross. I want to take Holy Cross there. Central Florida and the 13th to Maine. I like my Bears out of Maine, but are they too far from home here? Are they enjoying the magic of Disney World down here in December? Again, I want to lean Maine. I don't know. That looks like a bad spot for them. I could see them hanging out where I'd be, the Tiki Birds, hanging out, having a laugh. Campbell, I don't. No, I'm gonna go Delaware State. How many times did I say take Delaware State at home? Wake laying a 20 spot. How about a over in that game? Marist and Rio. I do. No, excuse me. Oh, see, I got my games all. I'm looking backwards here. It's Campbell and Morgan State. Yikes. Give me. Oh my goodness. So it's Campbell 7 at home versus Morgan. I see. I'd go Campbell there. Delaware State and Wake Forest. I can't. I would probably do. I was gonna say Wake Forest the over to 142. I'm gonna. I'm gonna still go Wake Forest over to 142 versus Delaware State. Marist and Eastern Shore. I want to take Eastern Shore at a whatever it is, a dozen. Chicago State line's 1 now. It's 3. Of course, I told you I got a game. I'll give it to you. I got them. Got a -1. The Chicago State and Lamar Southern Miss. Like how I like Lamar here. Anytime I see a bigger school with like a short little number like that, I'll go with the dog. And this is prime example of this game. How many people are gonna be at this game? 14. There's your Marcos Minna, Marco, my guy. Again, did I bet all those games? No. I didn't even know who some of these guys were playing because they don't jump out at me. I'm not going to sit and dwell on them and try to decide if I want to bet a game. Lock it in with the King is in the house. Welcome, my guy. John Benjamin's house. Seattle's highest win rate for Monday night. I don't jump into those kind of things. If they win on Monday night, super. I mean, I know the Steelers are awesome on Monday night. Do I want to bet the Steelers if they're playing a good team? It's all about the matchups for me, John. Indy says, did I finish my Christmas shopping? I never finish my Christmas shopping. I always feel like I got to go get some nonsense if I'm out. Should I get him? I got to get my mom something. Yeah, but what do you get your mom? Like her birthday's in September. Uh, what do you get somebody? She's my kids are too old to be like, hey, we're making you something. Oh, my daughter does paint. We got the llama and yes, she likes to paint. So maybe she does like festive things for the holiday. She'll make like holiday paintings. But I don't want to get my mom. What am I getting her? Freaking candle? Bath and Body Works stuff. Well, stuff for go get her nails done. I mean, I don't know. Jesse Shule smash the like button. I appreciate it, Jesse. There is a poll question on the YouTube. Check it. Let me see. Where is it? I thought I posted it on there. Winner Free Picks YouTube though. Just on the Winner Free Picks. Not on Sean Higgs. It's not on PMP. Although eventually I'll, if I get enough watchers on Sean Higgs, I'll be able to put some poll questions on there. We'll see what do. I got to do some more baseball cards on there. I gotta. I've been slacking. All right, so I'm on the YouTube here. All right, famous Toastery Bowls question. Western Kentucky, Old Dominion, 9 votes. I don't mind 9 votes because it's 9 votes. We have 8 likes and 11 people watching live on the Free Picks. Those are good numbers. I appreciate it. Awesome. I love it. I love it. T Money says, "What do you say, fellow? Ugly set of games." Yeah, and the good thing is, T Money, you don't gotta to jump into them. You don't gotta bet them. Take a day off. Start baking cookies. I got cookies coming out of my wazoo. Last night, I finished up a show last night. Go outside. There's a tray of, I don't know. She makes some kind of cookies and she sticks, kind of like Reese's, not whole peanut butter cups, like she sticks something in them. Sometimes they're Hershey Kisses. She makes those little things. Sometimes she puts the peanut butter ones in there. She makes these things. I call them coconut crappies because who wants coconut cookies? I don't know, not me. I don't want coconut crappies. Give me the chocolate chips. She's got a bunch of gingerbread though. She wants to do. I think my mom's coming around. We're gonna do gingerbread cookies. Like really? I got a 17-year-old, 13-year-old. I'm freaking almost 50. I want to decorate gingerbread cookies to my face. Come on, let's just go to dinner. Let's throw some on the grill. Gotta decorate gingerbread cookies. Shout out. 9-3 NFL Saturday, Sunday, and Thursday with Butker under 2.5 PATs that missed and Nuke over 64.5 that missed. Yeah. Puka killing me there. Giants +6. 9-3, and you're complaining because you had a bad spot. Like the Giant game, I did not like. So I don't feel bad about that one. Um, the other ones, frustrating. Frustrating to say the least. But don't complain about 9-3. Shout out. Michael B's in the house. Good afternoon. Shout out says Rams team total over 27 cash. Yep, I was with you. Bills money line, winner there. Although I didn't like that. Not shocking because I'm a Cowboy fan that they lose that game. That is Dallas in a nutshell. Debo anytime touchdown. Yes. Elliott receiving yards case. That was a good one there. Good for Elliott. Prescott under. Easy win on that one. Under. It got there. That was the game I was a little worried about. I was like, you know what? This it kept coming down a little bit. Went up, came down. I was like, oh boy, I don't know if I really like that total. Easton Stick over gets there. Yeah, Easton Stick. I needed 12 rushing yards. He got 11. Is it gonna be Mariota? I'm pretty sure it's Mariota tonight. Pretty sure it's Mariota. I still like I like Seattle in the over before. I'm still on the over even though it's come down. I'm not a Gardner. I'm not gonna go in and hedge over it. I mean, maybe if we do something in game, if it gets away from us. Michael B says Seattle +4.5. I got there, so it was a good day. Little overtime. That was almost. Listen, that's a spot you think you're sitting pretty on, right? Like I got a guy coming off Gonzaga game. You blow a lead, and then you score a little late, double OT. No matter who you have in that game, you're thinking, "Woe is me." When it goes to OT and then double OT. Groove says, "I think Maris wins by 9, not 12. Maris minus 12 is Vegas way of ripping us off, not falling for it. Was wrong. I again with the Marist, I'm well, that's what I said. I was doing a rundown for our guy Margos. I'm like, yeah, give me. I don't want to lay to 12. Like, how are they? I'm going to pull up their schedule here, and I'm a double A Mac guy. Win by 10 on the road, 14 at home, 4 on the road, crush Bucknell at home 20, and then a bunch of road games to start the year. So 2-0 at home, 70-56, 73-49. Manhattan's a bad team. And I'm not saying Maryland Eastern Shore is a good team. I mean, here we go. 5th straight road game. They have 2 wins. One is against a no-team squad. And then they beat Penn as a 10-point dog. Had not been competitive. Lose by 30, 11, 35, 20. Now, is Marist NC State? No. Are they Liberty? No, I don't think that, Liberty basketball. Liberty was a 25-point favorite in that game. And Notre Dame, 11-point dog. You tell me Marist is this much? I'm not a big Notre Dame guy. I think I told you to take Georgetown the other day against them. I can't lay 12 with that squad. No way. But again, Groovy, this is what I don't understand. Like when I look at the lines, if it doesn't jump right away, I'm not digging in to find something like I have to bet this game. Like what brings you to an off the board added game like that? Like it's like Maryland Eastern Shore. And that's not just directed at you, Groovy. A lot of people are like, oh, what do you think about Lamar today? We got AJ Brown. From our guy, shout out says Brown receiving yards and Locker receiving yards. I don't hate these. I nearly did again, I'm more like Seattle. I kind of stick when I do a prop of like one side. Right. And this is again, I'm a side and total kind of guy. I have been trying to dabble a little bit in the props. People like them. I want to get more people involved in the conversation in the chat when I do the show. But it's tough cheering for a player prop if you're on the other side. And I really probably think that player props are gonna be the way to go. And Jesse's in chat. He'll probably agree with you. Like when it comes to on the sites like selling kind of stuff, doing we can't do any of that. You can't do first heads. You can't do in game. It's just here's the lines. Pick. That's it. Boom. I tell you to take a team total or a first half bet. They both catch, but you miss by half a point. The pick loses. I lose in the leaderboards. I don't get any money for the sale, but yet it went 2-1. But back to this is that I think people enjoy the player props more than betting sides and totals. So I got to get into these more. Now, as I was saying, I was thinking about doing a Metcalf. Um, I can't pronounce the kid's name. Negba, Najiba, whoever. Run that up from like 30, 40 up to 100, like ladder it up. And then I'm like, oh man, is it really it's rain projected all game? So I kind of backed off that and just went with the smaller sides of it. I don't hate the AJ Brown. Guy's going to complain he wants the ball. That's a good look. That could be on Oakland. I did the rundown. You know I like Oakland there. I said I like the Grizzles. Shout out says Swaggy P. That's what my son says. They call Siakam. And Randall next over 20 points. I appreciate you putting the guys' teams in there. You know I don't know the teams. You know I don't know the team names. That's why I'm sitting at I think what am I on the channel? 12-5, something like that. 13-4 with college NBA. No, both of it. So this is a two-teamer, two-player, minus 106 odds. I like it. I know Siakam's good, and the Knicks. Well, I can't say the Knicks are good because I'm an old school Sixer guy. Charles Barkley, Hershey Hawkins. T Money says Debo 2 TDs is the gift that keeps on giving. Plus 650. I could catch a break in a Ravens game besides Flowers. That was a terrible game. Like, what was that game about? Who thought that game was going to turn into a 3-0 dog crap game? I mean, first of all, Jags missed a couple field goals. TD at the end of the half. They leaving points on the board like that. That game should have sailed over the total. It should have been again. You put points on the board, it changes the way the other team's going about things. So I think that game could have been easily a 34-30. You know, 29-26. Crooked numbers all over the place. This played ugly. Gabagoo. Is it okay, Gabagoo, or is that gotta go? Johnny Benjamin. Have a good one, John. Backstage tattoos in house, like Seattle +4. Philly hasn't won Seattle in over 15 years. Oh, the thank me later. Backstage tattoo. I guess better than a backdoor tattoo. That would hurt. Backstage. Backstage tattoo. Thank me later. Oh boy. Seattle. I like Seattle. You know I can't cheer for Philly backstage, but you come in here, you can't say to thank me later. That means Philly in a rout. T Money says, you look at this. T Money wants to play games today. Putting this guy out here. Yegor Sharangovich. Anytime goal for the Flames +290. In soccer, Sarajevo money line +310. Al Ali Cairo money line +290. I gotta take a drink. The soccer, again, God bless you guys that do soccer. Sarajevo, Cairo, Al Cali. How do I want to know from soccer guys? And T Money's all over the board. He's rolling in Debo 2 TD props. Let's take Robert Morris on the money line +650. All kinds of crazy stuff. In gaming, somebody plus $900, and then he rolls into foreign country soccer. Like how? Again, I'm a simple little man. I think it's hard doing baseball, NFL, college football, college hoops, just stuff I grew up on. I see every day in a computer. I could do some stuff. Finding soccer plus 310 Sarajevo. What league is this? I got to look this up. Sarajevo plus 310. Al Ali Cairo plus 290. The good thing with our guy here, T Money people, is that he's giving you giant plus money stuff. Sacramento 9.5, Cavaliers 2. I I kind of like the Rockets today. Why is that line only 2 now? Is it because it's back to back games? Is that what it is? Or is it a 2? It can't be 2. You had to get the 2 on the overnight. I saw 4 earlier. How'd you get 2? Where was it at 2? Or is this a teaser? You tease these down a couple points? Shout out. And listen, you want to fade the Wizards. I have no problem. I just mentioned the team total of 130 for Sacramento, and they scored it 4 times and took them in overtime to get there once. So I get it. I guess getting it under 10. J Rock says Charlton. Yes, Maine. I like it. Chicago State. I like all 3 with you, J Rock. T.Y. says I was leaning Bradley as well, but I didn't dive much into that one. At least I did. I like it. I dove last night. King D says one playing college hoops looking to bounce back after a bad 2 days. It happens, King D. And the good thing about it is when there's exams, Christmas time, like you have shorter kind of schedules. I mean, I guess you got to take in consideration like there's no fans there. And it's like, oh no, there's good home courts, kids aren't on campus, stuff like that. But I think it's still find some winners. It's good if you're struggling a little bit. It's easier to like, you know what, I could pass today. I don't, bunch of non-conference crazy matchups. Just says Fresno -4. I agree. T Money says Oklahoma. Here we go. Money line. Tony C's in the house. Whoa. 8 big poop this weekend. It happens, Tony. You could have a losing day. I think NFL favorites went, what'd they go? 12-4 this weekend? I was at Jimmy the Bag. I said we're on a little show with Mike and Dave and Brizzy, a couple guys, and we're talking, and he's like, "Oh, it's bad." I'm like, if favorites are going 11-4 in the NFL or having monster day, chances are I'm going to be having a bad day. I had a 500 day, um, and that's taking a big fave in Miami. It's uh, had some faves. I mean, I had a fave in Green Bay. That didn't get there. I mean, what am I going to do? You could. It happens, though. That's why you just got to put it behind you. Bad if you got to move on. You can't worry about yesterday. It's a new day. You're gonna lose, folks. You're gonna lose a day. Shout out says I got my son a nice Hot Wheels track with dragons that eats Hot Wheels cars. Oh man, Hot Wheels. Yeah, my son he puts like Matchbox cars on as well. He's 17, and they're all class. I'm like, what? I said instead of looking at these fake cars, why don't you go start working on a new one? You know, become a mechanic. You like these old cars. His buddy's selling like a '77 Nova. It looks cherry, man. Looks really nice, but it's tough finding parts. You should make winning free pictures with the llamas. You want me to do midday money llama shirts like this one, or just have the llama by itself? I did have llama shirts. Somebody bought them. I think I sold like 2. Maybe I'll do something next year. Shout out with the llama. I know Tamush wants a shirt. I gotta make him shirts. See, as I'm thinking Tamush, I'm thinking shoots instead of shirts. Tony sees like Old Dominion today. Hopefully, I mean, why are you? Hopefully, you got him at 2.5 earlier because these guys were told they were sitting out beforehand. I guess it's news to people now because of the line. And again, I, I, I took the over because I thought Old Dominion would put up a bunch of points here, um, and I was under the impression when it was 2.5 that that is with the guy sitting out. And maybe it was. Maybe this is just people waking up today because they don't bet ahead of time because they're degenerates. That pushes this line up 4 points. Like these guys have been known to sitting out. I've known. I mean, we talked about it with Ross and Jesse's. Doug Upstone bought out up over a week ago, and that was already known prior to that. So that's an interesting one there. How it goes from 2.5 when I knew last Monday these guys are sitting out to 6.5. Al's in the house. Good to see you, Al. Thanks for popping in over here. Give Al a follow. I always tell people to follow people in the chat. Al's a good guy. He follows me and Ross with Jesse on that channel. Tony C's been a long time guy in the show, and I got to tell you shout out too. Shout out's been good. So if you follow shout out, he's on Twitter. I don't know if he's a Twitter guy or what he does. He puts a lot of pics out. Maurice, my guy. Good afternoon. I'm taking the Pistons today. Money line every game until they win. Oh my goodness. That's what could Maurice, where were you the other day when I said to take the Pistons, Wizards, and Spurs on the money line and they go 2-1 the other day? They went 2-1. Kidney says, yeah, kids almost grown. My oldest is only 11. My youngest is 11 months. That's a good spread, though. You got 4 of them. Spread out. 11 and 11, it's still kind of good, right? They're still in that kind of mode, you know. My daughter loves Christmas. It's like effective. She's like, I'm going to put the tree up. I want to get the decorations out. Like the Christmas llama comes out. Jesse said, I have the Huskies money line. Gets there. Never in doubt. Miz says, here we go. Miz is pretty good with his totals here. Evansville -7. See, I like the over in that Evansville game. Little Rock over to 158. That one's on the move. That was a 153er. Charleston over. All right, I like Coastal, but if it's going to be an over, maybe we score some points there. And wakey eggs and bacon. Yes, I said a quarter like the over in that game as well. Tony C, I think the Eagles he thinks they dominate tonight with Marcus Mariota. T-Money says Groovy's a value hunter. That's why he's always in here with those games. Yeah, Groovy. Miz says Arkansas Little Rock is 152. Okay. I was going to say, man, 158. It was 153. 152, I could do the over and out one better. I feel better about 152 to 158. AJ Brown to go over his yard sign. Yes, AJ. I mean, he's the guy. He's a prima donna. He's going to demand the ball. They're going to throw it to him. Seattle. I mean, you saw what did CeeDee Lamb meet them up too. So he should get there. Sides of toes have gotten the value drained out of them with sports betting being illegal for sure. I see. I don't know if they have though. They're still sharp as attack. They are tough to beat. I don't think people are really getting into doing that. I think people are just more doing player props. I mean, I know I pop in, I watch other shows sometimes, and it's never sides of totals. It's like player prop, player prop, player props. When it comes to the sides of totals, let's be honest, people are taking the sides, money line, and parlay. Just all parlay, same game parlay, same game parlay, same game parlays. Jesse's last I heard it was Spicy P, Siakam. I thought it was Swaggy P. T-Money says, shout out. That's a good couple of props there. We need lines. Randall scored 20. I'm sure it's -$2. Yeah, but I think he parlayed up. That's why it was -106 in a parlay. Tony C says, Nets -4 is my only play. I'm all for the Nets. Chris Morris is better shooter than Steph Curry. College home dogs, 3-7, 60%. What is this? How is this possible? College dogs of 3-7 points are hitting 67%. That's what that is. Are they really? I must be on the 40% club with my picks. Jesse, I know a girl with no entry tattoo in her back door spelled wrong. Come on. Shout out to his alternate spreads. Gotcha. Groovy says T-Money is on the money with the Calgary prop. Hottest goal scorer in the hockey the last 2 weeks. Jump on it now, Higgs, before it goes to +1. Shargo. Shargotovich. All right. Shargovich. I'm looking. What team's this cat on? Just give me let me pull up the hockey. And give it to me in the chat where you're at. Sarajevo was in the Bosnia Herzegovina. Bosnia Herzegovina. Jeez. And Al Ali is playing a World Cup. All right. Groovy says FanDuel got the Bills for 14-1 to win the Super Bowl. Jump out now. Everybody else is 9-1. I'm still on my Ravens to win it. Or to win the AFC, I should say. AFC. That's not a bad bet, Groovy. I mean, sometimes you got to peak at the right time. You knocked off Kansas City in the game you nearly lost. You dominated Dallas in the trenches. You should have beat the Eagles. I don't hate it. Team money. I'll never make money outside of the Eagles, Chiefs, and Niners. When faves keep rolling, I'll be in trouble with you, Sean. We know that's the thing. I mean, and it's not. Listen, I do take faves sometimes. I take faves. I take dogs. I don't think there's just one way to win it. I say right, and there's you know guys come in do parlays, winning parlays, winning teasers. Same game. I just do first hands. I do player prop. If you're making money, go ahead. It's just not something I do, right? I do things different. I have some faves next week. I got a dog next week. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Groovy says, T-Money, thanks for the Calgary prop. Here's one for you. Bet early. Here we go. First basket. Groovy in the first baskets. Josh Giddey. First basket. Now, where is this Calgary prop? I can't even get this game to load up. I can't even. Where the heck is it? Unbelievable. All right, let's just go to the hockey here. YouTube. Shout out to YouTube guy. Let's get him some followers. You put videos up? Shout out. Common Cord went to the Q's. Yeah, I mentioned that yesterday on the show. And it's funny because, Jesse's here and we're talking about Syracuse and South Florida and a new coach Syracuse. I'm like, oh, he's the number one recruiter. I said, yeah, recruiting for Georgia. How hard is that? Go to a kid's house. Hey, I'm from Georgia. Here's 500 grand in a Nike box. How hard is it to get a kid to sign? I said, good luck getting guys to go up to freaking Syracuse. Hey, come to Syracuse. It's wonderful. It's 20 degrees and we got 3.5 feet of snow of lake effect snow, and yet they get McCord. Wow. Groove says, Higgs, if the Seahawks score first, who do you think is the first TD score, running back or wide receiver? Well, I'm hoping for wide receiver or tight end. I'm hoping for Noah Fant. I want Font. That's who I'm on. Plus 450. Shout out says Ohio State. I thought it was going to be Cam Moore, but it's not looking at. Yeah, where's he going? T-Mike says, Groovy, don't jinx my hockey props. He's on Calgary. I can't even. My thing is not even loading up here. I guess I don't know why. I guess we have the videos rolling. Well, so we'll get to it. Groove says, "Poor Mr. Money thinks I'm a mush. If I touch the Calgary prop, I know." That's pretty funny. I'm not touching it. You can grab it, Groovy. King D's out of here. Snack time. There you go. Snack time for the little one. Misses taking over Washington 247. Lakers under 235. Yeah, what is that Laker line? Totally blew up. Or the total, should say, moved. I was like, wow. That was a 224, so 220. Is it 229? Why did it go like that one? Anyone? All right, here's the FIFA World Cup. I got a FIFA World Cup. Where? Oh, here we go. These crazy soccer leagues. Where the heck is Bosnia Herzegovina League? I don't even have that on this one page. Got to go to a different one. Got to go to a different. Desmond says 500K new pair of Nike sounds pretty good to me. Seriously, right? I'm just saying, when you're recruiting at Georgia, is it a little easier to get a guy to go to Georgia with some cash in hand than it is to go to Syracuse? Although if you're and I don't want to say Syracuse is mid-major, but compared to like your powerhouses of your Bama's, Texas, Oklahoma's, Ohio State, Michigan's, right? Let's be honest. There is a tier of 10 teams and then really everybody else. If I'm in the ACC, and Clemson thinks they're big dogs, and Florida State and Miami think because they're of their name. Why wouldn't you? You got cash. Even the Q's had a good, you got some alum. Like, get that money in there. Dominate a league. Dominate it. I don't know. I don't like. I don't mind guys getting paid. They should get something, right? Colleges make their money. These guys, the whole story is like, oh, take the guy out for a meal. You can have a bagel, but it can't put cream cheese on it. It's a violation. What the hell? What is that crap? But the fact that these kids are like, oh no, you're not paying me enough, I'm leaving, bro. It's terrible. It is terrible. You can't leave it. You can't play for a year. Go somewhere else, play for a year. One, you're not going to be good. I don't care how good you might think they look in college. NFL, you're going to be crap. You're going to be crap. Going to be crap. Free agent in college, yeah, and it's fine. I let them play till they're 27 then, because they're going to come out at 23 being on 2 schools, 3 schools. Garbage. You see the quarterback play now. These kids coming out after 2 years. I don't want to hear like, oh, this guy's having a good. Look at Hurts. A year, 2 years. I want to see a little more than one guy. But how many busts are there? How many busts are there? Let's look at the league and look at these totals. You tell me that these quarterbacks are really good? They're not. Shout out. I post most of my picks on the YouTube. I'm going to give you a follow on the YouTube here. I will. Well, not just second because I'm under winner free picks, and that is not my channel. So I don't follow people under that channel. Dow says opinions on Quinnipiac. Money line on Quinnipiac. I kind of like Holy Cross today. I do like the Evansville over. Marist under. We like the other side on Marist. We like to take the points with Marist. Who are they to lay a touchdown? 12 points. Fresno under. No opinion on. I do like Fresno. Lakers spread. We like the under. Red Wings. I would prefer to do a puck line than a money line. I don't want to lay big numbers. And the Kraken on the ice against Dallas. At least it's a big dog, Dallas. I don't hate that. But Detroit, I don't want to lay 240, but that's not happening. No way. It's puck line plus 115 for me. Shout out says, is Jalen Hurts out? Confirmed because the props were all still active. I thought he was out. I thought they said Mariota's playing. I do not know. I do not know right now, as of whatever time it is. Ninja's in the house, my guy. There he is, the little ninja. Jaguars have a terrible coach, especially time. Jaguars team's bad. I said to take Tampa Bay +3 yesterday, 3.5. How's that line looking right now? Hopefully you took them. Hopefully you took some Tampa Bay plus money at home, because not only did our season win total cash at 6.5, we are still alive with our 10-1 ticket to win the South, and the Tampa Bay line is now sitting at Tampa at a pick'em. It was 3.5. Von Hills in house. Embiid points, rebound, assists over. Sixers to cover. Clippers money line. Lakers game over. Now that Laker, I don't understand why that Laker game moved a bunch of points. What is that about? A 5-point line total move? I'm going to go opposite of that move. Clippers money line. I'm not going to say no to that, because I said to kind of maybe do a Clippers team total. Right? Pacers score a bunch of points. Why not? At 3.5, what are you laying? Like 140, 150 in that? That's really the top of my window there. And I did like the Sixers, although I just have a problem laying double digits there, so I couldn't lay 11. Shout out says Kiffin and Ole Miss are killing transfer portal getting some top picks. Well, hopefully you can maybe beat Alabama one year. The guy gets good players. I do like Ole Miss. I have Ole Miss in the bowls plus. What are we getting with Ole Miss? 3.5 against Penn State. He says, if you see the line move, you fade or follow the line. Most times, Ninja, I'm already in on a game ahead of time, so I'm not jumping into the steam and chasing. You know this. You've been in here before. I do look at lines. I was doing look at lines every day for a while. We're talking to baseball, college hoops. We're doing that. So I like to be ahead of that because then I don't want it to like get in my head of like why it's doing that. And do I want to jump on a line that has moved from 228 to 234 and say we're getting on the over? I vote you missed 6 points. 6 points has gone out of that. You want to miss 6 points? I don't know. Call me crazy. I've been called a hell of a lot worse. I'm not jumping into games that have moved 6 points and thinking I'm going to win long term. And that's the way I look at it. I don't look at it as just one game. It's the entire season. Body of work there. I'm not. That line is long gone. It's one thing if it's moved a half or one. You want to jump on it? 6. You missed 6 points. No. Marcos Minute. What do you say, fella? I rolled it up already for you. Check around the 8-minute mark and maybe 9-minute. Me and Miss Danica. She has not been here, Miss Danica. Oh, Canada. Dow Turner says, Higgs, do you like the under in Penguins game? Under Jets and under Panthers. All right, let's start with Pittsburgh under. I could do a Pittsburgh under, yes. Winnipeg Jets under. It's up to 6.5. Why is this one going up the way these guys have played? I'd say under. And the Florida Panthers. Definitely under Florida Panthers. These guys, I took them the other day. They're not scoring on the road. They're gassed. How about a Calgary puck line here? I mean, do a Calgary puck line in that game. Hold on, let me pull up this Panther game because maybe I'm just annoyed because I had them the other day when they lost 4-0 or whatever heck they did. Yeah, they lost to Seattle 4-0. I came back against Vancouver. They lost 4-0 again. They beat Edmonton 5-1. Of course, I don't have them in that spot after back-to-back 4-0 losses. Yeah, I'd go under here. I like all three unders, Daryl. Yes. Thanks for the Marcos man. You got it. That's what I do. It's a season of giving here. Lawrence concussion protocol. He looked hurt. The one play he got hurt, he got bent up like a pretzel. Team money. Jags would have covered it, maybe one, but Lawrence fumbled. Yeah. I mean, the 2 fumbles hurt, 2 field goals, and then the end of the why are you not spiking the ball with 14 seconds left? I mean, forget about the coach. That's on the quarterback. That guy. People think that guy's awesome. Spike the ball. Spike the ball. You still have 2 plays to get in the end zone. Clippers team total over. Yeah. And the Clipper team, like, you got all the old guys there. It's a fun little bunch. How about an over here? Pacers it's going to be up and down all game. I'd rather do a team total in that spot. Like I said, that game, the Pistons too. Pistons, you're looking at a total just like the Pacers game against the Hawks. And I don't think Atlanta's a good team. Oh, Trey Young. It's another guy. Let me just bombs away. And nice. The Knicks are on a serious overrun. Are they? Let's check out New York. Remember New York? Go New York, go New York. Jesse James, the singer, I think, sang that. A 9-1 overrun. Here we go. I guess that is why. 266, 261, 266, 230, 256, 268. Yeah, I don't know, man. Here's the thing, though. What about the Lakers? I don't like the Lakers. I think they're a defensive team, and it's not because they play good defense. The fact that I don't think they're a good offensive team, so it just slows everything down. Did you change your power rankings if your team do terrible in last game? Um, like I'll have a. I guess it's a ranking, uh, and I don't really say, well, this is. I think this team is X and this team is Y, or X and X, and put them together and come up with a number. So it's not I change their after a bad game. Like, why is it a bad game? You know, did you? It's a bad turn the ball over. Fluke plays. You know, so I know the numbers don't lie, right? Because I'm just looking at the numbers. I'm not looking at the team. But how did the team get to a bad loss? How did the team get to a bad loss? Jacksonville gets to a bad loss. They miss a couple field goals. Bad clock management at the end of the first half. At least you should have three, at least possibly seven. Two bad fumbles. How do I down? Is that a fluke? Missed a couple things. It was windy. I mean, they missed field goals. Baltimore didn't even roll out their field goal kicker. Probably one of the best of all time, if not the best of all time, to kick a field goal. The I don't really worry about the rankings once the season's in play because teams are what they are. You're in October. Teams are going on different runs. You know, Buffalo's put a little run together. They had some bad losses. Like, what's going on with this team? Bonehead plays, stupid decision makings. Get rid of a coordinator. You know, people still rate the Chiefs. And the game go blah. The game did go over yesterday, but people rate the Chiefs like this is 3 years ago, and they're scoring 38 points a game based on their quarterback. This is not the same team. So it's not as much as you can't downgrade the Chargers. They gave up 63 points to the Raiders. I thought the Raiders would win that game anyway. I think the Chargers are trash. I think the coach is trash. That team is not rated high for me. So them getting thrashed, no. In most cases, you'd want to bet the Chargers next game. I came on Ninja. I might even said it with Ross and Jesse on Friday in the show because I know I came on here and on Friday and said I took the Bills minus 9.5, minus 10 because this Charger team is done and the Bills have to win every game, and that's 14. So it's a bad game. The bias of like the eye, right? And you see this all the time. Oh, these guys look awesome. Look at this. They were great last week. It's Monday Night Football. This team looks good. It's Sunday Night Football. This team looks like trash. You got to go fade them the next week. I'm looking up. I was betting the Jets on Sunday nights. Like you take the Jets. Yeah, they look terrible. Then here, you do opposite of that. You do opposite of that sometimes. It's not always a foolproof way if a team looks bad, but you can't do that. You can't. No. You just can't write them off. We talk about, and I know Ninja. I'm not the only guy who says that. You see something and you're like, "Oh, these guys look awesome." I mean, the Niners look awesome. They had a 3-game losing streak. They were without their two best offensive players. That's a team you'd be like, oh, they look good. That's a team I'm not downgrading off a game saying, oh, we got to, guys are out. It's one thing. Bad game. How to get the big game? I can tell by his tone, Sean thinks Trevor Lawrence needs a haircut. I'm not like, even come out of Clemson, people like, this guy's going to be awesome. I'm like, again, I don't, I say the same thing about Hurts or Fields or Josh Wilson or Josh Rosen, whoever. You need more than a quarterback in this league. You need a coach. You need guys around you. Trevor Lawrence had freaking Urban Meyer, but any kind of step forward he had was he fell into the abyss after that, and now he's trying to get back. CJ and Mariah's in the house. Southern Miss minus 2.5 today against Lamar. I kind of like Lamar there. Like that line looks short to me. Like it's Lamar and Southern Miss. At least I know Southern Miss is not a great school. Um, sorry, old Golden Eagle fans. I don't know. That line looks a little odd to me. Tennessee Martin over. Yes, we can do that against Evansville. Absolutely. Clippers. We like the team total over Clippers. At least I do. Eagles game over. I'm with you on that. That's in the chat. It's right there. Eagles over. 45. And I got a bad one on the site. I got a 47 on the site. So I'm going to need help. Send help, please, because my numbers were not good this weekend. Some good numbers, had some bad numbers. I mean, Vegas under 42.5. Good number. Loser. Dallas +4. Good number. Loser. Miami minus 13.5. Bad number. Winner. It is what it is. Eagles over tonight. Some props on Seattle. Nigba, Najaiba, I can't pronounce his name. The Ohio State kid, 38 receiving yards. Font, 21 receiving yards. Again, 115 and 113, respectively. I don't really come in heavy, crazy numbers here. Font for a TD, though, 450. College football, Old Dominion over 49.5. Hockey, nothing. NBA, as I mentioned, I said that Clipper team total looked good just based on the way the Pacers play. Detroit team total because it's a high total and you got two garbage teams. And the Kings team total. Washington is a bad team, but Washington's given up 136 to 10, six of their last 10. And Sacramento has scored 130 more 4 times all year and once in overtime. But yet here they are sitting at a 130 today. Wow. Hurts anytime TD. Can't go wrong with that. They're on the 1 yard line. He's going in. Tush pushing it in, right? Philly booty play. What is the juice on that, though? Like, I'm not. And again, I do the show. I could put out 900 different combinations in here. There's only room for 200 characters. At least on the other channel I did. I could put like bubbles up, and I had a lot more plays when I first started doing Midday Money. We'd have like 10 college hoops a day. There's just a lot of room for everything to just fill up the screen around my head. It would just be like this. And then I can't. So 125 on a Hertz CD. That's fine. That's fine. I said before, man, like I don't come in and people come in and chat and be like, oh, who do you got today? Well, we're taking you know, Zach Wheeler on the hill minus 195 today. We're taking player prop minus it's minus 215, but it's not bad. I can't do that. I'm gonna be we'll be the plus dollar daddy. We're taking the plus monies or short faves. I caught it at even. That's a good one. Again, you're getting a guy, him, like Brown, Dabo, you're getting guys who are scoring TDs most of the time. I don't mind that. Again, I'm not a huge prop guy. So if I'm going to jump into that window or into that pool, I want to make a splash. So I'm going to grab a plus 450 TD with Font. I grabbed the two, minus 110, minus 113, 115s it was for the receiving yards. Okay. I thought about running up, like, let me do 80 yards for, plus 150 or 60, whatever it was. But you know what? I think the people come in, they see records that they kind of matter. So, yeah, we could put out a bunch of huge plus money props or just props in general. But then someone sees a 10 and 40 right, like, oh, it's bad. I don't know. I'm in a catch 22, CJ. Like, I have to add more player prop content because people really like it. But I just don't like giving out crazy numbers. I don't know. Who knows? That'll change. It might have to change because people don't like to just stick with sides and totals. They like their props. All right. It was good seeing everybody today. We got a bowl game in about an hour. So there is that. Be on the lookout for Midday Money tomorrow. Maybe we'll see. I keep saying I'm going to bring back the look headlines. Probably, maybe after the New Year's, look headlines will come back because we'll have college basketball look headlines. We could do stuff like that. Maybe just dive into stuff, just get some more conversation going. We'll see how it rolls out. But everybody have a good Monday. Good luck in your plays today. We'll be back tomorrow. Hit the like button on the way out. Oh, we have the you didn't vote in the poll question. I got to bring up the poll results here. Where is the poll results? So I'm going to shut this baby down right now. And I need it to load up first, though. There we go. And in the poll, everybody's on Old Dominion today. 62%. 62% on the poll for Old Dom. All right. We'll see how they do. I like the over. CJ says, I won't be surprised if Hurts gets 2 rushing TDs, so he'll be in the red zone. You think he'll be in a red zone a lot tonight? Is he playing? Someone said Mariota was playing. I don't even know. I don't even know. We're going to find out, though. Good luck in your plays here, CJ. I will see everybody tomorrow.